Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry it's kind of dark in here. It's dark out, and I don't have crazy lighting in here, but that's besides the point because we're looking at the DAW anyway. Oh, here's what I can do. I can make my screen bright. There, it's not that bright anyway, but today I wanted to show you this little. It's kind of like, I guess, like a trick that Martin Garrix uses in a lot of his songs and his chords. I don't know why, but this is something that like hit me in the face while I was listening to his songs and trying to remake some of his melodies and chords. I don't know if I've like what I was doing before because I've already made countless melodies of his, but I never really noticed this thing about his chords that I'm about to show you. So I'm gonna write his chords out, and then I'm gonna do this, alter the chords in this way that make them sound like something that Martin Garrix would use, or Brooks, or Mike Williams, or any of those big flashy house artists, and I think it's really cool. So one of my students actually brought this upon me to go and dive into, because he is right now learning music theory, and we're trying to get him on the best path for success in terms of melody writing and chord writing and stuff like that. So we've been having a good time learning that, and I'm learning some things too. So before we jump into this, though, please do go hit up the Hitmaker Discord. It's in the what's it called, the description of this video. It is a very active Discord channel, and everybody in there is real chill, and it's a bunch of like-minded producers like yourself, and we all help each other out. We all give feedback to each other. We all share music. We all share music that we find on the internet, and everybody in there is hilarious. So go hit up the Discord. Let's enjoy each other's company as just a bunch of producers coming together and networking and doing what we do. All right, guys, so let's write some chords out. So when I'm writing chords, there's a couple stages. First thing you have to do is obviously get the melody down, get the sound of the chords down. And you want to do that in the most simple way possible. All right, so let's get to writing these chords. And these chords, the entire sequence is 8 bars long at 128 beats per minute. And I'm going to build these chords with the metronome on, because that's going to help us rhythmically lay out these chords. So there's a rhythm thing with these chords that gets pretty interesting. So we'll get to that. So I'm going to start with the bass notes. So here's what I want you to look at here. These notes are 2 parts of a bar long. So when we play at 128 beats per minute, this is how quickly each bass note should change. And then we have to do the next sequence, which is over here, but we're not actually going to do that yet. We're going to build these chords up first. So really clearly I hear the middle note of the chord. I actually don't hear the 7th. I actually think it goes all the way down to there, believe it or not. So when I was listening closely, that middle line does like a weird thing there, but that's aside from the point. So we can start off with those chords, and let's go ahead and make the second part. The second part closes the entire production of the chords. So if you have a set of chords, what you want to try not to do is have something that's too repetitive like this, especially because these notes are moving a lot. So this will get very repetitive very quickly because the notes are so short, the chords are so short. So what we do is we close the second turn, or the second loop of the chords. So we're going to come into these chords here now and do a little something you'll see here in a second. Do, 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 do. It like goes up here. This is like such a Garrix thing. Just like that. So then, I'm actually not 100% on if that note is the same exact as over here, but doesn't matter. I just wanted to do this because it makes me feel like a cool person. So let's go. Now let's keep the chords at 2 layers. Whoops, a couple layers. We have our bass line, which is right here, and then we have our upper line here. And like I said, I didn't hear a 7th line in here, which would be right here. Like if we were perfect, we would do this, but like if we were perfectionists, I guess we would try to fit that in there somewhere. But he has the lead line too, which could be another top line, so I don't know. Let's keep it like this for now. But this is where it gets interesting. This is where Garrix really like shows his sound. He like jumps the grid on every 3rd chord. So right there. And then these would jump the grid here, and like this is like the trick that it took me a couple listens through. I was like listening to this song like over and over and over, trying to come up with why, like what I was missing here. Like I wrote these chords like 5 different times. I was like, dude, I can't figure out why those chords in that song sound different than what I'm doing. And I was like starting this over here, I was like listening to that through. I was like, no, that's not the rhythm. That's like, these are happening too quick. And then I was like in the middle of these 2 grid points, but then I landed there and I was like, listen to it again. It takes you a second to actually get used to it. But once you get used to it, it's really cool. It's an interesting thing that I really don't think I've ever made his chords and actually did them right, like the correct way, which would be that. And like it even makes this little step down thing sound a lot cooler. Oh, that is so sick. Listen to this now. Alright, so let's see what we got, guys. There you go. That is something I never knew after years of making his chords. I was always doing it wrong, unless maybe I got it right, but maybe I got it right before. I don't even remember, but hopefully this was valuable enough for you guys to subscribe and like my channel and leave a comment. I love you guys. Thanks for viewing this video. Peace out.